my name is AJ. I'm the founder of Fortelling, and I'm really glad you're joining me for this walkthrough video of Fortelling 5.0. We've been working a lot over the past months to get this update ready for you, and we're really excited to share it with you on August 3rd, 2026. But before we dive in and go over everything that's new, here's a trailer. Now that you've seen the 5.0 trailer, let's dive in, right? So first, let's start with statistics and how we improved our statistics. So the first thing I'd love to talk about is how we improved the statistics. And what you'll notice is that streaks got a major upgrade. We're now showing streaks in a much more engaging way that should really help and motivate you to get your writing habit in place, together with, for example, the focus session that we'll talk about in a bit. So what we've did is we've moved personal goals out of projects for authors that are working on multiple books. So what you can do now is you can set yourself a goal, and this goal now counts across every project you're working on. So it's no longer that you need to try and achieve a goal for every individual project you're working on, but it's just you as an author working on different projects and meeting those goals. So now when I open up my account, I can see the little flame on the top left. When tapping this, I can see the streak and I can see the timeline and how many days it is until my next milestone. Below that, there is the writing sprint, of which I will talk about a little bit later. You can set yourself your writing reminders, so really try to build a habit of writing daily, and well, sometimes you need a nudge for that, so then you can just tap it and you can say at which time or at a custom time you want to receive these notifications. Then if you scroll down, there are your personal goals, and these are based on your project's progress and no longer on an individual project. So the first thing you would do is you would set yourself some goals, right? So you press this edit button and a new sheet pops up. Now, within this sheet, you can immediately see, with these goals I've set myself for every day, I will have to write 1,600 words per week. By personalizing these writing goals, it's not a one-size-fits-all, but you can really try and push something while still having a busy life outside of your writing. All right, so if we close that, you can see these individual rings, they fill up based on those goals. And then below that, there is the weekly overview. So this week I have not written, last week I did not write as well, but in week 27 of this year, I've written 1,140 words and I've achieved approximately 50% of my weekly goal that I've set myself. So this is the statistics on account level. Now we can also continue to the project level. So if I open up my project, I can easily see my statistics of this project. So I go to the statistics tab, and here I can see my writing. And as you can see, we have now three major tabs. We have the plotting tab, where I can see all the individual plotting items, my story elements. And I have my books. At the moment, I have two books, The Curse and Dune, but let's talk about The Curse. So there are 12 chapters, out of which 8 are already finished. I'm still writing 3, and I have a first draft done on the first one. I've set myself a goal of 150,000 words, which is a bit high because usually a novel is around 80,000 words. And based on all the text within Fortelling, I can see that I still have 61,000 words to write. I can set myself a deadline, so I've set myself a deadline of August 31st, which is not that far away in the future, so it's only 49 days. And because my writing, I haven't written anything over the past week because I've been busy with building Fortelling 5.0, I can see that I need to write 1,254 words a day to reach my deadline of August 31st. So I'm behind my required pace. Here I can see the total reading time and the total speaking time of my book, and unfortunately I cannot really show you the momentum graphs right now as they are empty for this book, but yeah. So then we have the second tab, which is the progress tab. If you are collaborating with someone else, you can switch between the other people up top or select all authors so you can see everyone. Below that, you can see that I have been writing on average 42 words a day over the past 30 days with a consistency, which is actually another way of a streak, like how many days did I show up in the past 30 days. I showed up on 17%. My best writing day was apparently in February in 2025 when I wrote 2,000 words, which was immediately also my best week ever. Based on the information within the logbook, so I've logged 9,000 words, I can see that my most productive day was a Thursday. Well, and below is a logbook, which allows you to log your words. So there are two ways now that Fortelling logs your words. One is that everything, if you write within Fortelling, it automatically calculates your progress. And it will automatically, starting from 5.0, it will automatically log all your words and you will see them appear within this overview. But if you're writing in a different program, you can press the plus button, select the day, and write how many words you've written. So let's say I wrote 400 words somewhere else. I can log that and immediately I can see my consistency went up and all the statistics updated. Nice. If you want to share your progress with your followers on social media, you can tap this new share button. Pressing this, you can select something you want to share. So let's say I want to share from my book, The Curse, the word count. So I press word count and then I can see a little preview over here. I can select a theme. Let's say I want it to be a little bit more murder mystery vibe. So I go for the snail theme. And then I can write a different caption and I can show my branding. So now it's written by me, it's the book The Curse, and here is my following, my tag. And now I can easily share this. So that's in short the statistics update. There's a lot more in-depth tracking and especially the automated word count for chapters is going to be a big game changer, I believe. So next up, what I want to talk about are the writing sprints. And here I can start a writing sprint. So I press start. And now I can select the time that I want to start writing. Let's say I got an hour and I want to write 1,000 words. So I can hit start and the timer starts immediately. What you see is that this bar will fill up automatically while you're writing, and it shows this little blinking light. This blinking light shows you if you are on pace or behind pace of your writing sprint. So right now, the expected progress was already 5 words, so I have to hurry up. And while we're now within the chapter editor, I can see my timer and I can see the blinking lights showing me if I'm falling behind or I'm on schedule. I can drag down to see my notifications, and even when I exit Fortelling, I will see this live activity where it shows that I've written 0 words just yet, and I've almost 57 minutes left. And even while exiting this, I can get an overview over here as well. So those are the writing sprints. These are a new feature coming to Fortelling 5.0. Next up are the widgets. We've already talked about revamping statistics, but we went one step further. So what we've done is we are looking at different ways to motivate you as a writer to stay on top of things and staying motivated, right? Because that's one of the hardest challenges that you face while writing. And by placing these widgets on your home screen, you're reminded daily of your progress and really trying to motivate yourself to write more, because we want to lose the streak or have this empty gap on their calendar, or see that they're falling behind for their goal that they've set themselves. And next is the big feature that everyone has been talking about. We've built the family tree tool based on you guys' feedback actually. We ran a poll which tool you needed the most, and the family tree tool was on the top spot. So I built it. And what you can do is you can plan out your entire royal dynasties or complex family structures in one overview, all with the story elements, your characters you've already created. So let's jump into the demo. All right, so we made it. We're in Fortelling. And this is the new family tree tool that is a subtype of a board. So you open the board tool, you press the plus button, and you select family tree tool. And you're immediately greeted with this big plus button. You press the plus button and you can select any of your characters. So let's now say that I select Echo as the first person. So the next thing to do is to select Echo, and you can see 3 buttons pop up. I can add a parent, I can add a partner, or I can add a child of Echo. So now let's say I already know that Echo has a child, and that child is named Arthur. I select Arthur, and what stands out is that the family tree tool automatically places Arthur on a horizontal line below Echo. And these blue lines are the generations. So you can really build up the different generations of your family tree tool. All right, nice. So now we have Arthur and Echo, and you can see that an unknown partner for Echo has been created. Every character on the family tree tool always needs to have at least 2 parents. So this is now an unknown character. Let's change that, and I will select this unknown character, and I will select David as the father for Arthur. On the right side, you can see the generations. And you can see that Echo and David are the first and the top generation, and Arthur is the second generation. If I select Echo, I can get an overview of who they're connected to and everything I wrote myself. If I want to dive deeper into Echo, I can press this pop-up button, and I can really quickly see all the character attributes, the links, the tables that I made, the images for this character. So now let's quickly move along and add a parent to Echo as well, because I know that Goliath and, let's see, Ares are both parents of Echo. And I can do the same for David. I'll move him around and add some parents. Let's see, his parents are Rosa and Moon. There we go. And you can see the generational lines all filling up nicely. Another new thing Another new tool that I'm introducing within Fortelling is the drawing tool. So now let's say I want to show the reader that Iris and Rosa are actually in a bit of a rivalry. They don't like each other. First thing I can do is add a sticker where we've categorized all these different connections between characters and emojis. So let's say I select the rivalry emoji and I drag it just across these. Now I can go to the drawing mode and draw like the little arrows just to show they are in a rivalry. Enlarged. When I select this relationship, I can put down the relationship status, so they're no longer together. But they were officially married on the 12th of March in 1678. I can write about the perspective of Echo and David on this relationship, but I'm going to not do that right now. And I can make it red and save it. There we go. All right, moving along. Now you can see that I've put in a lot of work. I reshuffled some things, but you can really capture complex relationships between characters, show them their families, and show how they will interact in your world. This family tree tool is a very, very powerful tool that will be available for Fortelling Pro subscribers. So that's in a nutshell what you can create with the new Fortelling family tree tool. The family tree tool will launch together with Fortelling 5.0 on the 3rd of August. And I'm really, really excited to see what you as a community can make with this new tool and everything else that we've talked about. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm really, really excited to what everyone will be able to make with this new update, with the family tree tool, the new statistics update, and the home screen widgets to motivate you. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye.